Hello and welcome to the first Versus. This is Sonic the Hedgehog versus Mario.
Yay!
And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the side of Sonic, where Super Nintendo Game Boy is going to be taking the side of Mario.
Yahoo!
So let's start off by saying I think that Sonic is better because he's fast-paced and he's cocky and he's edgy and he's something different. Whereas Mario, I see as just a normal platformer. I'm not saying I don't like him, but I think Sonic is a little bit different, and I like that.
But Mario's games they've always been good. I mean, Mario's a well-known franchise. It was even the best-selling franchise of all time. Or at least the first game was the best-selling game of all time, but it lost to Wii Sports for some reason.
Yeah, but the thing is, when Sonic came in, he completely took everyone's attention, just because he was different, you know.
That is a good point.
He wasn't exactly like Mario, like a normal platformer. He was fast-paced and edgy.
And kids do like to go fast.
Yeah, and I think that the Princess Peach thing, just the whole chasing the princess is a little bit overdone, and I like how Sonic runs away from Amy, like he doesn't need a princess.
Yeah, he is not interested in Amy at all.
No.
And Mario still hasn't tapped that, even after 30 years. But Mario is always always so happy-go-lucky. He's always willing to risk his life to save Peach, and pretty much save the entire world from Bowser, who's always trying to use Peach to take over the Mushroom Kingdom.
Sonic doesn't really need to save anyone except his planet, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of the quality of games, Mario's games have been consistently good, where Sonic's hasn't been as good. Sonic 06.
Yeah, but I mean, not all Mario games were good either. I mean, there's Mario's Missing and
Mario's Time Machine. Those games don't count. They were not made by Nintendo. Nintendo gave those people the rights to make them, and the CDI games shouldn't count either.
the Sonic CDI games were pretty good, or the Sega CD, and that wasn't even a good game system, anyways.
Sega learned from their mistakes and only made the rest of the games onto Genesis, which was the better one.
Yeah. Even though Sega doesn't make any game systems anymore, there's a reason that Sega's still around, and I'm pretty sure Sonic is that reason.
Yeah. I know we're arguing, but it's also a way to show that Mario and Sonic's rivalry has ended, but not to everyone. It's the reason for us doing this debate, even though we are perfectly fine with both Mario and Sonic, but this is just to prove over which one's better, depending on... Yeah, just to prove which one's better.
Yeah, pretty much. Because they both play completely different, but they're still the same somewhat. Even though Sonic goes fast and Mario doesn't, they're still both platformers.
Check true. Well, here's something we could argue about. Sonic can't swim and Mario can.
Well, here's something. Sonic doesn't need to swim because he can just run over the water. He's faster than the speed of sound. Except he couldn't run over water for the longest time until about Sonic CD he ran over water.
Sonic 3.
Sonic 3 he
I
ran
thought it was
over
Sonic
water.
3.
But in the first two games he couldn't at all.
I mean, if you're talking in terms of the Sonic CD special stages, the water is probably shallow, so that doesn't count.
Maybe.
Sonic 3 certainly counts.
Yeah, because of hydrosity.
Yeah. Or Hydro City Zone, depending on however people pronounce it.
Yeah.
Well, Mario's traveled the galaxy twice. Sonic's only done it once.
True. Well, Sonic hasn't even traveled the galaxy, really. He's only been in space once. Unless if you count the Sonic X series, when he battled Shadow in space.
I guess.
With the Chaos Emeralds. But that would mean that you have to count all the cartoons, too, so then...
Yeah, I guess. If you do count all the cartoons, but I haven't watched any of the old Mario cartoons.
I only know of one Mario cartoon, and that's the Super Mario show, whatever.
Yep.
The super corny version. Where there are lots of Sonic cartoons. There's Sonic X, there's The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Underground.
Yeah, and that's a lot of Sonic cartoons.
Yeah, whereas Mario doesn't have any. And he had that one movie that really sucked too.
I thought it was pretty good, but back then I was not much of a hardcore Mario fan at the time.
Yeah.
Now I sort of understand as to why people don't like the Mario movie because Toad is not a human and all that. And at the time, I could perfectly understand as to like them like saying like, "Who's Daisy?" Because she's only been in one game at that point.
Yeah. All in all, these two games, they're really, really similar. And yet people
Yeah,
still argue about them till today.
yeah. Wow, I can't believe we've completely went off topic. It just went from us saying which one's better to like we agree that they're both good.
Yeah, we agree that they're both good, but let us know how you feel in the comments about which one's better and why. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
See you next time. Yahoo!
Feel free to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Also, recommend a verses in the comments below. Thanks for watching.